All right, we are here with episode 10, and we are at mid-season pretty much, about 100 and, what are we at? 80 plus games. Yeah, we had the first year player draft, but first we are 47 and 36. We've had a pretty good year so far. We're in first place, just overtook the Cardinals. We had kind of a slow start. We can look into the team stats real quick. In April, we were 11 and 14. In May, we were 16 and 13, and then in June, we kind of broke out and went 19 and 8. So in our last 20, 30 games, we're 20 and 9, 29 games. So pretty good stretch here for the squad. We don't really have any injuries, except Marseille has he was out for since I don't even know a while, been like over a month. He only has 99 plate appearances with us with a 71 WRC plus, and then we instantly brought up McCray, and he's been phenomenal. Look at this: 8 stolen bases, 131 WRC plus, 371 BABIP on a 300, 371, 500 slash line. So he's probably going to have some regression. But we do have Marseille on a rehab assignment right now, so he is. If McCray keeps struggling or starts to struggle, we can just bring up McCray. Yeah, McCray is really only playing against righties, but he's hitting lefties pretty well. Small sample, of course, but overall, Jack Sawinski has been great. Again, 134 WRC plus. Base running hasn't been as good this year. He's gotten thrown out a couple times. Kind of I moved these around a little bit to adjust for his struggles. Piora, same thing. Pretty good year, 134 WRC plus, same as Sawinski. A little more plate appearances because he's playing against righties more. 2.4 WAR, been really good. Outfield, he's not been so hot. He's played pretty much left field, all left field the whole year. It's been not that great, just average. It looks like Andy Rodriguez had a breakout year. He has a 153 WRC plus, but I still have him going every fourth game for Curta, and then I have Henry Davis backing up. Um, but he's had a great year. He has a 351 BABIP, but his power has really gone up. 583 slug, 332 average. So he's on pace for a 4.5 win season with under 400 plate appearances. So incredible there. Tamar Johnson's been fine. 116 WRC plus, good base runner. Has not been so hot second. So this off season, we're for sure going to be thinking about his defense. McCray, top 5 in leaderboard position player war. Hayes got off to a hot start, but has not done so much since. 81 WRC plus. Defense has been fine. Curta has also been good. He is on a little bit of a hot streak. 112 WRC plus. So we do like to get him some plate appearances. Henry Davis has mostly played DH, first base, and catcher a little bit, but he's kind of on the bottom of the totem pole on the team. We're waiting for some injuries to happen so we can get some playing time, but it just hasn't happened. Nassim Nunez has been fine at shortstop. Hitting wise, not so hot. Don't expect him to be good there, but we do expect a little higher BABIP, maybe like a 310 OBP, 320, because he does walk a good amount, doesn't strike out a whole lot. So expecting a little more from him. Cruz got off to a good start, but 83 WRC plus now. Same with Cruz, O'Neill Cruz, 89 WRC plus, 11 home runs. He's incredible at first base, but he doesn't really get the boost. He's been playing some other positions too. He's learning some second base and third base and playing a little bit of shortstop when we need to. Colby Mayo has been not that great, 95 WRC plus, but we are optimistic he'll get that BABIP up. I think he'll be a key player when it comes to DHing, playing some third, playing some first, playing some corner outfield. So high expectations. K Doty, sorry, Code 65 WRC plus, not too great, but he's been a bench player. Um, Hard to get good run there. Foscue has struggled at the plate, and then Andy Pa has same thing. So We might send Baez down at some point, but we do like him as a bench guy. In AAA, we have a bunch of guys who can come up and play. Edward Julian is dominating in AAA right now, 146 WRC plus with almost 1,000 OPS. Jesus Castillo, 885 OPS, 127 WRC plus. Domingo Santana, who is our number 72 prospect, has been okay. Um, do want to get him some run, but we just don't have any injuries. Marseille, all these guys. Kate Smith's on a rehab. And then I'll actually go through some stuff that we did. We went through the first year player draft. Pretty successful, in my opinion. In the first round, we went like under slot, and we signed him to this guy, Joe Diodone, dude, to an $800,000 signing bonus under slot value. And he looks pretty good. 55 potential. Corner outfield, probably. Can play some center, which is nice. Really good personality. He's an A ball right now at 21 years old. He's pretty much, can fit in there. 216 WRC plus so far. Pretty good base runner, really good speed. So I see some potential for him, but he's more likely like a third round player. And then Joe Frederick, signed him under slot as well. 270,000. That's a huge difference. 19 years old, 75 potential. Really good player here. He's in rookie ball to start. He's not quite ready for A ball yet, but he's another corner outfield guy. And then this is our top pick, really, like our first round kind of pick. We signed him to a $5.5 million deal, catcher, and he is 18. He is the number 19 prospect in baseball now. They should really update that stuff because I don't think these young guys should really be in the top 100. But he's dominating rookie ball. Really nice to see. Ratings are not up at all, so he's going to take some time for sure. Jared Adams, another outfielder, but this guy can play center, really easily, and he's a good base runner. He is in rookie ball, 17, good to gap power, just kind of a one, dimension guy. If he gets any hitting TCR, it's great. Brandon Duckworth, we're having him relieve in A ball, just because he already threw 95 innings, so he's going to get some relief innings in A ball. Fastball, changeup, knuckle curve, sidearm pitcher, so he's kind of like Hagen Smith, where he may need like an opener, or maybe he's just a reliever. We'll see. He's a high school arm. Um, this guy's corner outfielder, really good bat potential, just kind of a buy low thing here. Really good loyalty. 18 years old. See if he works out. And this guy went towards more college bat from Michigan State. He is ready for Double A. Really, I mean, he's an A ball right now, and he's like a 50 right now, according to A ball terms. But he's going to be playing second base for them. He's already playing a lot there. Not doing so great, but his hit tool is pretty decent for a seventh round pick. And then this guy's a high A, David Negret, 21 years old. Already ready for A ball. Can go to Double A too soon, I bet. But gonna give him some run there. He's 95 WRC plus. And then Hanson, really good infielder, shortstop. Just kind of a one-dimensional guy. We took a chance on 22, starting A ball. He's done pretty well. But he's probably going to move up pretty fast. He could probably already be in Double A. Chris McGahee can actually pitch but has no control, so we're not even going to try that. But he can play some center field, 70 range, really nice. He's an A ball, hitting pretty well, so good to see. And then that's pretty much it. We'll just go through some old guys. Samson's hurt. Kyle Johnson. Okay, this guy is dominating. He was an A ball, had a 119 FIP, and then on the mound, at the plate, he had a 212 WRC plus, had 19 home runs. He is dominating. So we sent him to high A because he just got a huge boost. Second round pick in 2026. So we're excited about him for sure. Like his hit tool isn't great, but like fastball, curve, changeup, he could definitely be a pitcher. But I have a feeling he's get some good TCR because he's already dominating. Colin White, A ball, doing pretty well. It's nice to see. And then Cope, rookie ball. Bo Peterson, rookie ball. Just kind of waiting on these young guys. Vance Honeycutt, update on him. Not a hitter right now, but he's hitting in A ball, which is phenomenal. Still a really good outfielder. So he's probably going to have a shot. 24 years old already. Should probably call him up to Double A soon. And then Hagen Smith, of course, is up with us. He's been phenomenal. Our first pick in this series, 4.6 WAR projected. We're on pace for. He is sidearm, but he doesn't really need any. He's pretty much doing the same thing against righties and lefties almost, which is great. And then Millinax, high A, dominating. Not dominating, but doing pretty well. He's probably going to get the call to Double A soon, 21 years old. He's probably ready for that soon. Playing left field. Phenomenal left fielder. Could probably play center. But we're just, trying to get some other guys some run, like Michael Torres in rookie ball. Slade Caldwell in rookie ball. Doing really well. He's probably ready to go up to A ball here soon. And then Cole Mathis is with the Miami Marlins organization. Adrian Rodriguez dominating at A ball. Maybe time to call him up soon to A. He's in rookie ball, but he should be in A soon. Braylon Payne, who's a great outfielder, hitting not that well at all. Maybe we'll send him down one level. But overall, Marsh still out. Debovich in rookie ball still. Maybe time for him to get called up to California or the A-ball league. We'll see. But yep, that's us so far. We're getting the trade deadline, and we noticed that one of our guys, our lefty specialist in the bullpen, was not doing so hot, Clevenger. So we'll go over what we did with him. We kind of made two moves. We traded him to the Mets, who they're in contention. So kind of like make their team better to make our team better in a way. We trade him for Acuna, who is in AAA now, playing shortstop, just getting some run there because we have all the other positions covered. But he was in the majors. He was actually doing okay. So he's going to be some depth piece. Clevenger, we ate some of his deal, 85%, but he's a free agent after this year. He was struggling, 6.57 FIP. Probably unfair to him, but it just is what it is. And then we made a counter move same day, and we traded for Giovanni Moran, who the Astros ate 65% of his deal. He is going to be in arbitration again for 3 more years, I think, in control. And he's been phenomenal, 2.72 FIP with the Astros. He has not pitched an inning with us yet. I just made this trade. But we didn't give up much. We gave up kind of a prospect we got from the Giants that we like, Maui Ahuna, who is now 25, still could play shortstop decently, but he wasn't really panning out for us, and so we got to give to get. Gave up Ahuna and also Adalness, 25-year-old starting pitcher, so nothing really there. Astros are selling, so they are 11 games under, so it's understandable why they would give him up. Old friend Bryce Matthews of the Mariners series is up with the Astros. Pretty cool there. But I was looking at our team. I'm like, okay, we do need some offensive help, but I don't see why we can't get that with what we have. 7th in runs scored in the NL. Our pitching is fine. The bullpen, this ERA was kind of brought down by Clevenger, so I feel like we do have like a top 3 bullpen in the majors, I think. And then zone rating wise, we're 7th, and I wanted to check that out. Says overall, Tamar Johnson has not been good. Grant McCray, even though his 65 range, has been struggling in center, but he's hitting so well, we can't really do anything about that. And then everything else was kind of fine. We just don't have any super defensive guys. Like Hayes should be good. Zone rating range is good. 4 errors. I mean, it's fine. Nunez has been fine. Look at his. He's 14 errors, but like good zone rating. We don't expect him to keep making errors like that. Sawinski, Gold Glove winner, I think. No, was he a Gold Glove winner? He might have been, or he was close to it. Last year it might have been 2026 where he was just phenomenal in right field. Yeah, and then Yeah, 2025 he was too. But he's playing some center field this year too. When McRae's on the bench against lefties, I keep Sawinski in the lineup. And against lefties, he's fine, 106 WRC plus. So that's kind of like what we're working with here. Overall, look at our prospects. Jorge Barajas, still number 5 prospect in baseball, 18 years old. I keep getting scouting reports on him just to see if I can call him up to A ball at any point. But so far, he's not doing so hot in the Dominican League. Um, this guy we just drafted, dominating rookie ball. Also, this guy, number 45 prospect, Cheney, 19, Domingo Santana, 72, David Tristan is in the Dominican League, and he's hitting not so hot at all. But he was also he's kind of flip flopping between teams. So the other team he was really good. Um, doesn't look like he's ready for A ball quite yet. Still, C.J. Sampson's hurt. Um, he's getting close to being ready for A ball. Probably when he comes back from injury. Duckworth, Frederick, Luis Mora, who he signed in the international free agency. He's 17 still, so he's got a ways to go. But we're setting ourselves up for a good future. Bubba Chandler's still ready to go. If we need somebody, but we haven't needed anybody. Knock on wood, really. Can't don't want injuries, but if I do, I would like to get some young guys some run. This guy Mullet is like almost already ready for A ball. He's at 35 power current. So in rookie ball, he's not doing so hot, but still that's an 830 OPS, 91 WRC plus. So the hitting environment's really friendly to hitters. Marcio Estrada, who is a scouting discovery, get him a scouting report real quick. I've done this multiple times with him, but they just keep going down. That happens. Fastball, changeup, sinker. Need another pitch. Might just be a reliever, but we'll see how he does. He's in rookie ball still, and he's not quite ready. Overall, I can look at the leaders real quick in the majors. Let's see. Let's save this view. So WAR-wise, among all batters or all players, James Wood, who is with the Nationals. The Nationals are having a great year. He has dominated since he's gotten up. Really, they are 19 games over 500. Really cool for the Nationals. He has 4.7 WAR. He's on pace for 9.4 with 54 home runs. So he is on fire, leading the MLB in WAR. Francisco Alvarez, still a dog. Jet Williams, his teammate, still there. Mason Wynn, really good player. I mean, base running, he's phenomenal. Short, he's great. Acuna, still hitting really well. 177 WRC plus. Jordan Lawler ended up being a great player. Good for them. Good for the D-backs. See how I think Corbin Carroll's still really good. Yeah, they're 18 games over. Carroll's still really good. Brian Reynolds, old friend, hitting okay. Kind of like a veteran presence in the locker room there. Walker Jenkins, really good player here. So they're set up for the future. They still have Zach Gallen, Brandon Pfaadt, Luis Frias. Good for the D-backs. Staying alive. Jackson Holiday is a phenomenal player. Look at these years. He signed an extension yet? No. He's going to get paid. Wyatt Langford, pretty good young guy. He got an extension. Look at that. That's probably what Jackson Holiday will get. 8 years, 310 million. I mean, that just makes sense, right? Ellie De La Cruz, 6.2 WAR on projections. Got a big deal. Similar deal, but 8 years, 262. So the young guys are getting paid. It's very cool. Brock Wilken came up a couple years ago, and he's done nothing but hit bombs. He's on pace for 6.2 WAR. My gosh, really good for the Brewers. Carlos Correa still kicking. Still a really good player. Got that huge deal, the de-escalating deal. He's on his way to being a Hall of Famer for sure. Gunnar Henderson still pretty good. Three win player every year pretty much. Yeah, 5 wins, 4 wins, 3 wins, on pace for 6. Hasn't gotten an extension yet, but I'm sure him and Holiday will. Jackson Churio's out for a little bit, but he's really good. He got a big deal. I think in real life. Yeah, in real life he did. Um, on pace for his third 5-win season. Nice. PCA had a 7.2 WAR last year. Incredible. 3 years of service, no extension yet. How are the? I actually was interested in him because I want to see what the Cubs are doing. Yeah, see, they're not too good, so I wonder what they would want because we do have some really good prospects that I'm willing to give up for to get that killer center fielder, and they just don't want to give up anything. They don't want anything for him. I mean, look at that. If I give up my top 5 prospects, pretty much top 6, yeah, they don't want anything to do with that. So, I mean, oh, okay. Colson Montgomery with the White Sox. Really good right here. Nice. On pace for 5.5 WAR. Really his third year up in the majors. Finally hitting really well. That's good news for the White Sox. Julio Rodriguez, Brandon Nimmo, Carson Williams with Tampa. Kyle Teal, 80 out of 80 catcher right here. Pretty good for the Red Sox. Royce Lewis playing center. Okay. Interesting. 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 Yeah, he has good range in center. Got a pretty big deal. He AL Most Valuable Player in 2026. So he is pretty friendly sim for him, not really getting injured. That's good for him. Bobby Witt, who we were going to trade for, by the way, last year. Because they were interested in moving off of his contract. His work ethic doesn't look too hot. I'm not so interested in this because they won't eat any of his deal, so I still kind of want to do it because we do have Nunez, and I feel like we're able to kind of move off of him if we want to. But I don't really want to do anything cheesy. This is like our #1 prospect, so giving him up, I feel like they should be able to eat like at least 20% of his deal. But he is their face of the franchise, and Piara's down here. Judge, Juan Soto with the Mets now. Vaughn Herrera, Andy Rodriguez. Harry Ford came up, old friend, amazing player. Tried to trade for him earlier. Shohei Ohtani, 44 bombs last year. Love to see that. And then pitching wise, let's take a look. Zach Allen, man, the Diamondbacks are stacked. Scooble, Logan Webb with the Giants still. This guy with the Brewers, who was phenomenal in the Mariners franchise that I did. McClanahan, Kirby, Wheeler, Hagen Smith is up there, really cool. I might try to like negotiate. Should I try to negotiate? I don't think I can. I don't have any money. Rip. Okay. No money for Hagen Smith. Sorry, buddy. Michael King is on here. What about our war? Brandon Woodruff. Our rival, really. McClanahan, Logan Allen. Jordan Hicks is up here. Jordan Hicks has a phenomenal year so far. Look at this. He's on pace for 160 innings. He has a 3.19 FIP, 2.55 ERA. He wants to get paid, so he is a qualifying offer candidate. We can look at our pitching right now. I know Paul Skeens has been incredible. Look at that. Hagen Smith leading the way. Hicks and Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens has been great. 3.76 FIP. He's had a couple of rough outings. Yeah, 2 rough outings in a row. But before that, he was like 3 FIP. Gave up 2 home runs this outing. So he's been phenomenal. We're loving him. Jared Jones has been fine, 3.94. Bayo, really good FIP, but his ERA is slowly getting down to where his FIP is. He started really bad, but the deal's not looking too hot right here. They did eat half the deal, but since they did eat more than half the deal, it actually looks like a pretty team friendly, even if he just gives us like even like 4.25 FIP, 4 or 5 ERA. It works out well. We did bring up Rhett Lauder to make like a spot start, and then also just be in the bullpen, and he's been great. He's hit the last outing is rough. Had one rough outing there, but overall 40 innings, he's been good. He's been kind of like a mop up, kind of like in between innings guy. Um, Bednar's been good. Kyle Hurd has struggled a little bit, but his his K rate is good. Just his like walk rate is up, and he's giving up some home runs. So I wonder if we should just have him pitch around a little more. Same with Luis Hill. Luis Hill, 1.2 home runs per nine. Probably just have him pitch around a little more. Don't know if that even affects anything. But then Hunter Green, who we got to be kind of a setup guy, has been really good. 2.73 FIP, on pace for 43 innings, but he'll get way past that 43 inning mark. He was injured for a little bit, so he'll get way past that. Mason Miller has been phenomenal. 2.96 FIP, 2.04 ERA. Love to see that. He's been really good these last 2 years. Um, and then Kyle Bradish, kind of just filler, but he's been good, on pace for 90 plus innings. And what more? Anything else? That's about it. Kumar Rocker came up for a little bit, was okay. Kate Smith's on a rehab. Just don't really have anywhere to put him. So he was good, but don't really have anywhere to put him on the roster right now. So I'm just waiting for like another injury. And if he does come back with no injury, then we will figure that out then. Um, One thing is Jared Jones' ratings 45 out of 45. I don't believe that's true with this stuff. Really good fastball, really good slider. Don't really think he's a 45, but to each their own. OOTP. Um, Malloy been destroying the ball in AAA. He's trying to get back on the 40 man. Our 40 man is totally full. Rafaela has been in AAA too. Now he won WRC plus in playing a lot of right, but now he's back in center. Been really good. And the shortstop, I guess experiment didn't really work out. We just need him to hit more. And but we did get our money's worth. Bayo has been good. We gave up a couple. We gave up this guy Salamedo, who's not doing so hot. FIP is looking a little better than his ERA, but he's not starting at all. So looks kind of like a win for us. But Ryan Weathers, it's horrible. I mean, trade's looking really rough for them. Brendan Malone retired. Carlos Jimenez, Double A. This guy's in an independent league ball, so kind of a wash trade for the Red Sox, but pretty good for us. Just we got Bayo out of it, but then they get to get some salary relief. Zavala, who I do like, 2.8 WAR. Need to work on his base running. Man, what is this? Hit and run? No, I didn't do that. Stealing ability, he's fine. He has a 132 WRC plus, 912 OPS, more walks than strikeouts. So we're going to try to get him some run at some point. Hopefully, we just have a lot of depth, which is not a bad thing, but also it is a bad thing when you need these young guys to get some plate appearances, um, just to get some more, development. But overall, we're having a good year. Um, I will be back in a little bit, probably at the end of the year, or if we make any moves at the trade deadline. Don't really see anything crazy. I mean, there are some batters that are available, like Hassan Kim, who's had a horrible year. Schwarber, who's been doing really well with the Dodgers. I don't really know why they would trade him. Oh, they're 6 games under. My God. Oh, jeez. Okay, sure. They have some really good catchers now. See, Will Smith isn't really a starter anymore. Wow, that's crazy. He just signed a big extension, so I don't know what they're gonna do. He's a bad catcher now. My God, is he playing first base a little bit? Yeah. Luis Arise, fragile. They're just they're just getting beat up by some aging curve right here. Dalton Rushing who can play catcher, but is playing left. They're just not really doing so hot. They got Bellinger, Otani still really good. I mean, I'm just gonna shoot for the stars, see what's up here. In no way do I think they're ever gonna accept something like this, but might as well try, because this would be a boost. They don't want anything. Look at that. Okay, sure. It's hard to get this 46 million like for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean, come on. But yeah, this will be it for this part of the episode. I'll be back with at the end of the year or the trade deadline. I'll see you in a sec. All right, we are back at episode 10, and we made it to the end of the season. Just so you know, we came in first place. We are playing the St. Louis Cardinals, who actually came in second place in the division. We were kind of behind them, or no, they're in third place in the division, but tied with the Brewers. They were the third wild card. We were kind of behind them probably the whole first half, and then like a little into the second half, and then we just turned up. Thanks in part because we made a huge trade at the deadline. And I want to preface by saying this was a very tough decision. Uh, it was kind of bittersweet when it comes to acquiring somebody, just knowing that we are pretty we're lacking in funds, thanks to our owner. So this might put us back a little bit when it comes to future spending, but I saw an opportunity and I pounced on it. Let's just get into it. We traded for Bobby Witt Jr. I kind of talked about it before, that he was a target, and I was just trying to deal with the contract. They are actually eating 50% of his deal. This one is not cut off by 50%. But if he does opt into the contract, this will still be 50%. If he opts out, then we're just on the hook for, these next 4 years, and then this one probably like I think I paid 5 mil this year for this 19. Could it be like 18? It'd be 9.5. Cut by 50%, so more than 50%. So around 4 mil we paid him this year. So we're only paying him 15 mil next year, around 18 mil, 17.5 the next 3 years. So it's actually not too bad. We can look at the salaries real quick. Next year, Sawinski's going to have big ARB numbers. They're going to look to trade him maybe, try to get similar value back. But you see Witt, 9.5 mil, cut that by 50% because the season was already ongoing. It'd be prorated. It was already like 2/3 of the way through. The deadline. I made it on deadline day, or the day before, or the right on the day. So the trade was we gave up Espinoza, a 19-year-old reliever, pretty good stuff. Probably going to be a decent reliever. Hate when it does that. And then we also gave up Jesus Pacheco, our international sign player, 3.1 mil in this last international pool. So this was a tough give, but this is why we signed these guys, so they can help us win, whether it's on the field or with the trade. And then in part with acquiring Bobby Witt, we traded Nassim Nunez, who I do like. They wanted him, and it made sense. He's not going to play as much if he is not playing shortstop. So he wants to be in the starting lineup. Gave that to him. He's on the hook for this year, next year. So they get a good piece. And then we also gave up Bubba Chandler, our AAA starter, who's going to be pretty good, I want to say, but we didn't really have any room for him. He went to the majors with the Royals, put up a terrible 805 FIP. And then we also gave up Brett Lauder, who we got in the Dylan Cruz and Lauder for Pepio deal. So We turned Pepio into Cruz and Bobby Witt, along with trading other guys like Nunez, Bubba Chandler, Pacheco. This, it was a tough ask. The Royals were asking for a lot. He ended up coming over, was really good in the field. Overall, put up a 4-win season with a 90 WRC plus for both teams. We'll take that. I expect him to be a little better in the future. We're going to kind of do a little more balanced approach with him because I just want him to hit a little bit more. His defense is going to be okay, but let's just go balance with him, and he should be good to go. I mean, he's a good base runner. Have him stealing a lot more bags, but he didn't really do that with us that much. He played 224 plate appearances with us, 7 stolen bases, so probably looking at around 30 for a full year, maybe a little more. But yeah, we're playing the Cardinals in the division series. They beat the Diamondbacks, who Corbin Carroll was hurt. Brian Reynolds is hurt, I guess. So that's that. The Mets and the Nationals made the playoffs. Nationals look pretty good. I mean, we played James Wood, and I think I intentionally walked him 3 times in the series. So the Orioles are in it. They're looking pretty good. Young Moncada. But this is gonna have to finagle our bullpen. We're gonna go with Bayo got hurt. He had a pretty good year, 3.93 FIP, but he got hurt. And I brought up Hayden Birdsong because he was on a rehab assignment, and I didn't feel like just sending him back down. And he ended up coming up and putting up a 1.74 ERA. So just to kind of ride this hot wave, even though it was a 4.1 FIP, home runs were down, not that much strikeouts, the walks were a little high. But just to ride that hot wave, we actually put Kyle Hurt we took him off the playoff roster, and Cade Smith. So Kyle Hurt, 4.2 FIP, just wasn't that good this year. We have high hopes for him maybe being a starter, but he just struggled throughout the year. Cade Smith was better, 4.07 FIP, but with a 1.9 ERA in AAA, and then with us, he had a 2.79 FIP, so really good. I may try to find a spot for him. Maybe Bradish was really good too, 3.27 FIP in 100 innings. Santana was good. I mean, we can't take him off the roster. So it's a little bit of we have a lot of depth. Luis Hill was good. Hill was really good. Hunter Green was good in limited innings, 60 innings as a setup guy, 2.83 FIP, really good. And then Mason Miller can't take off. And then also, bad news, Bednar got hurt for 2 months. He's out for the year. His time with the Pirates may be over just because he's a free agent after this year. And we already offered him the qualifying offer. He accepted. So, but we're also looking at Andy Pajes, not going to make the roster. Rocker, Thorpe, Acuna, and Julian, who had a really good year in AAA. Knack came up for a little bit, not going to get the call. Rafaela still in AAA. Almost included him in the Bobby Witt deal, but I'm like, you know what? We should give him another run. Maybe trade him or give him arbitration in the offseason. Zavala had a pretty good year. More walks than strikeouts in AAA, so a lot of decisions, but we ended up going with Birdsong over Cade Smith. May not be the best choice, but we're riding the hot hand. We're going to go with Hagen Smith, our number 1 for this series, for this playoffs. 2.89 ERA, led the league. Paul Skeens came in 3rd, I think, in ERA, 3.22, 3.7 FIP. Still feel like he has a lot more to give. His stuff never really panned out. I think it went from potential ratings, potential stuff dropped from 65 to 60. So that's not good. May look to move off of him or try to get his stuff up. I'm not sure what in the development lab, what ups his stuff. I want to say it's more velocity, but I can't do that. And we have Moran, who's obviously going to stay with us. He struggled with us a little bit, but we have faith in him to turn it around. He's our only lefty, so we need him. And then Jared Jones, who actually had a pretty good year, 3.8 FIP, 4.10 ERA, 3.4 F4, And then Jordan Hicks, who struggled towards the end of the year but ended up having a sub 4 FIP and ERA, 3.4 F4. And he's probably going to get paid this offseason as well. So a couple guys going off the books. Mason Miller was good. So yeah, let's get into the series. Cardinals, best of 5. Looks like they're going with Victor Scott, Mason Wynn, Wilmer Flores, Nolan Gorman, Thomas Aggies. Haven't heard of him. Decent player though. Newt Barr, Edmund, Jimmy Crooks at catcher. Decent ratings here. Just came up last year, and this year hasn't really done much. But last year he had a 133 WRC plus and under 50 plate appearances, and then Brendan Donovan, who was not good. So overall, let's check their team real quick. I haven't done that, so let's see. Come on. Don't crash on me, game. All right, cool. All right, the Cardinals. They have a couple injuries. Rivers, Jordan Walker is out. My goodness, that is rough for them. He got hurt September 30th, so just a couple months, or like a little over a month ago. That is rough. Sprained ankle. Wow, 26 home runs, 5.1 WAR. That's tough to see. Tough for them. Mason. They had ninth most runs scored, so their offense is already not that great. Their runs against were good, so pitching's really good. Bullpen ERA is really good. Nick Robinson, Connor Phillips, Palante, Zach Thompson, Dom Leone. They have 3 lefties, so got to be aware of that. Second and FIP, 12th in strikeouts, so I feel like we could at least put the ball in play. And pretty good defensive team, so overall they're a good team. Victor Scott put up a 78 WRC plus with 56 stolen bases, 2.4 WAR in center field. He was pretty dang good. So valuable player there. Don't think I would lead him off though. Mason Wynn, 4.7 WAR. Yeah, their center field and shortstop defense is really good. Nolan Gorman, 3.1. We're pretty dang good. So yeah, let's get into it. Luke Baker. Um, let's see. Did I see Wilmer Flores? Nolan Gorman had 38 home runs. All right. So we're going to go with Piora, Witt, Sawinski, Rodriguez, who had a phenomenal year, 4.4 WAR, 15 home runs, 134 WRC plus. Colby Mayo ended up having a .9 WAR, struggled on the base paths, kind of brought his value down, but he had 22 home runs, 113 RBI. And then Cruz kind of struggled. So we're going to try to manipulate this lineup a little bit. Oh, and Tamar Johnson got hurt. I got to put him back in the lineup. Let's see. Tamar Johnson. Move him up. Makes our lineup longer. Peoria, Witt, Sawinski, Rodriguez, Colby Mayo. McCray, by the way, had a 1.8 WAR, 114 WRC plus. He struggled a bit in center, but don't really have any other options other than Marseille, who in center field was just under 1 zone rating in 331 innings. He didn't hit that well though, 70 WRC plus, so just under 0.3 WAR, so a little rough there. Let's get Henry Davis. Henry Davis actually played a lot recently, put up a 149 WRC plus, so I actually might play him instead of O'Neal Cruz, but we'll see once I get there. Brian Hayes actually turned up at the end. He had really good base running, 23 stolen bases, 3 BSR, 2.6 WAR, 92 WRC plus. That's what we like to see. A BABIP of 324, so we'll take that for this year. 8 zone rating. Pretty valuable player here. I think I'm going to go. K. Doty was okay towards the end, 97 WRC plus. Jesus Castillo came up, put up a 110 when Tamar Johnson got hurt. Tamar Johnson, in the end, put up a 3.7 WAR with bad defense and 125 WRC plus. Good base running, 35 stolen bases. So I think we're going to go with Henry Davis here to play, probably DH. and put Mayo at first. Davis, move him up to 6. And we are ready to go. Bobby Witt, not the best hitter, but I want him third because usually that's supposed to be like your 5th best hitter, according to sabermetrics. Doesn't really matter that much, but I like his stolen bases. The top 3 here, we're pretty dang good on the base paths. So if we have 3 elite base runners at the top, Tamar Johnson, 35 stolen bases, Peoria, 30 plus, Witt, ability to steal 30 plus, and then Sawinski, who another great year, 5 WAR, 16 stolen bases. So I love it. Let's get this started. Best of 5 series. We'll just go risk because it's going to be a long episode. And Hagen Smith is hurt. Okay. Dead arm, 3 days. So we're going to bring in Bradish. That's not good. And then we're actually going to look to bring in Bayo probably in the 3rd, just depending on how Bradish does. Okay, because we have Bayo ready to go as a long guy. It's rough. So they don't score. We're threatening. Don't score. And Bradish was hurt. Oh my gosh. So let's bring in Louis Sill. And we're going to go 1 inning and like a 3rd with him. Oh, we had a home run. Andy Rodriguez hit a home run. Let's go. We're on base. Threatening. Nothing there. We're going to get Bayo up. And we're going to go first 2 batters so we can get him to be a follower. Hit on the ground, right side. Mayo there. Scott is retired. We got Win up now. That's a single. We're going to mound visit. And we're going to pitch to Flores. 3-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now we're going to bring in Bayo to get this follower tab. You can only get it in the 3rd. So that's why I do it, so he doesn't have to use too much stamina. Alright, we're threatening again. Don't score. Bayo's still in there. He is struggling. Nope, and he gives up a run. Okay, so it was a strikeout, single with 2 outs, wild pitch, and then a single got the run in. So that's a little unfortunate. We're going to look to bring somebody else in. We got lefties coming up. We got Moran in there getting ready. We're just going to bring him in. We're not going to fool around. He's struggling. He doesn't give up a run though. We got the top of the lineup up. We're going to go Hunter Green after Moran goes 1 more batter. Okay, they brought in a lefty with McCray up. And I think we're going to go with, let's just go with Dylan Cruz. And then we can move Sawinski to center. Move Cruz to right. And we'll see if Cruz can get it done. He, on the year, 72 WRC plus. But he started off hot, so I want to give him a shot here. Just no double play, please. And the Geese have it. Throws to the plate, and he's safe at home. So that's a run. Dylan Cruz gets the job done. 0-1 count to Hayes. Line to the left side. Win has it. Tamar Johnson up. We're up 2-1 now. 1-0 count to Tamar. Hit in the air, deep center field, and Scott pulls it down. Don't want it to hit it to him. So we're going to go with Moran for 1 more batter. 3-2 count to Scott. Don't want to walk him, and he struck him out. So we're going to bring in Green. They have a bunch of lefties, but I'm going to trust Green to get through this inning. And he does, and I'm going to get Domingo Santana up. See if Green can get through this batter. That's ball 4. Go mound visit. Can't already. We already used it. I'm going to go with some strategy here. I listen to Effectively Wild, and they always ask, like, why don't teams go mid at bat, mid plate appearance, pitching change? And I think we're going to do that depending on how this goes. So strike 1. And now, since we have the advantage, I'm bringing in Santana. 1-2 count to get the strikeout. Come on, baby. Come on. Check swing, strike 3. Santana gets it done. Hunter Green gets the first strike, and then Santana comes in and finishes it. So Thompson's still in. Sawinski's up lefty v lefty. Leaving him in. Nothing. We're going to get Miller up. See how Santana does. He's in trouble a little bit. 0-2 count to Donovan. We don't have Bednar. Donovan strikes out. Victor Scott up now. 1-0 count to him. Come on, baby. Hit hard. That's going to be a hit. That's going to get a run in. And oh, they got him. My goodness. Sawinski. Let's see. Was that Sawinski? Yeah. Center fielder Sawinski gets the throw out. Huge clutch play. Do we get another run? We do not. We're bringing in Mason Miller to close it out. Does he get it done? He gets it done. The Pirates go 1-0 in the series. Hagen Smith out for 3 days. Bradish is out for 2 days. We're going to, let's see, going Paul Skeens, Johnson, Piora, Witt, Sawinski. We're going to go with Henry Davis, Santa Cruz, go Mayo at first. We have a deep lineup. Mayo with 22 home runs, hitting 7th. Love to see it. Let's go. Let's do it. So we're up 1-0. Paul Skeens on the mound. See if we can get anything here. 0-0 game. The pitchers' duels so far, they have Brandon Woodruff on the mound, who was really good this year, 3.31 ERA. Can we get anything going? Oh yeah, we're threatening. We scored 2. It was a fly out, a walk, a single, a double by Hayes, a ground out by Tamar Johnson. Let's see what the runner scored. Double by Hayes, got 2 runners in. Let's go, Cabrian. Skeens has 1 more. Let's go. Now we're gonna bring in Moran for these lefties right here. Skeens got the job done. He went 6 innings. We're gonna get a righty up just in case. Hunter Green. He gets through it. We're going Hunter Green next. Yep. Let's go Hunter Green. He's in trouble. We're gonna get Mason Miller up. Let's see if Hunter Green can get through it. 2-2 count to Herrera, their catcher. Fly ball left field, and that one's gone. Tie ball game now. Unfortunate. So we got to go 1 more batter with Green, I guess. Hit on the ground right side. Tamar has it. Throws off target. So, still warming. Green's got to get something here. Maybe a ground ball. Let's see. 2-1 count to Crooks. And he steals second. We're going to go with Miller here. 2-2 count. We need this batter here. 3-2 count to Crooks. Can't walk him. And he did. So, runners at first and second. No outs. We need the stopper to get this done. Line drive right side. And Tamar Johnson has it. Mason went up. 3-2 count. Can't walk him. Get on the ground right side. And it's past Tamar Johnson. Donovan comes in to score. It's 3-2 Cardinals. 1-2 count to Gorman. Mayo grabs it. Runner tries to get back. And it's a double play. We get out of it. So we give up 3. But we get out of the inning. I'm going to get Santana up. It is the bottom of the 8th. We are striking. Nick Robinson is in. We're going to take a pitch. I'm going to see what he walked 2 people. So yeah, we're taking. Strike 1. All right, we're going to swing away here. Swung on Hushaw on the ground. Might be 2. They won't turn 2. So we have the runner at third with less than 2 outs. Sawinski's up. 0-2 count to him. That's not good. Oh, but it's grounded. I don't think they're going to turn 2. They don't. And the runner comes in. Mason Wynn gets hurt, but he can stay in the game. But now we have Sawinski at first. He can steal second, but I'm going to let Andy Rodriguez hit. 3-2 count. Line drive, shallow right field. Can't get there in time. Is it going to go to the wall? No, it's going to be first and third with Henry Davis up. 3-0 count to him with Connor Phillips now in the game. Come on. Take a walk. Yep. Now we have Colby Mayo up. We're going to take a pitch. Take until we get a strike. Strike 1. All right, now we're going. 3-2 count. Runner's going. Swing and a miss. Connor Phillips gets it done. Now we're bringing in Santana to keep it a tie game. He's in trouble. 3-0 count to Baker. Don't want to walk him, but I mean, we can get Birdsong up. We need a double play. 3-0 count. Come on, Santana. Okay, need a little mound visit here. We need to go double play. Herrera's not a good runner. 2-2 count. Should have done corners in. Hot shot on the left. Peora's waiting for it. That's going to be a run. So it's going to be first and second, one out. 2-2 count to Donovan. Trying to keep it a one-run game. Bouncer to Witt. That's going to be two. Yep. All right. So Santana gets out of it, just giving up one run. But we do have the bottom of the lineup in. We're going to bring in a righty. Foscue struggled. 64 WRC plus. I think Curta was better. Yeah, 102 against lefties. Toady 105. And then Cruz 76. So I mean, this is tough. Who has the best ratings? Probably Foscue. I mean, we got to go Foscue just because track record. So we'll see if he can get on base. 2-1 count to Foscue. Let's see what happens here. Come on. Sky deep left, and Newbar makes a catch. So Hayes is up now, 2-2 count. And it hits Hayes. So now we have a stolen base threat at first base with all the fast guys coming up. Strike one. Oh, and it hits Tamar Johnson. You're going to charge the mound. That's 2 hit by pitches in a row. But now we have Peoria up with runners at first and second, one out. Let's see what happens here. Taking a pitch. That's a ball. Take another pitch. That's a strike. Let's see what happens. 1-1 count. And that'll be right center. Donovan has it. And it's going to be Bobby Witt, last chance against Zach Thompson. 1-2 count. Lefty in. Strike 3. The Cardinals tie the series up at 1. Close game. Really close game. So we move on to game 3 in St. Louis. See how this goes. We have Jared Jones on the mound. I think we do. Jared Jones or Jared Jones. Hicks is going to go game 4. But I want to say we can go Hagen Smith. Do we go Hagen Smith? No, we'll go him game 4. We'll let Jordan Hicks come out of the bullpen for that, just in case. So we're going Jared Jones. We're going Henry Davis. Mayo at first. Boom. We're ready to go. We need the top of our lineup to get some stuff done. Top 4. They have Alcantara, Sandy Alcantara, who they traded for with the Angels. He was decent with them. We're about an average pitcher altogether. So we could put a hurt on him for sure. We need Jared Jones to be lights out to go up 2-1 in the series. So let's do it. 2-0. Let's go. We hit Alcantara. Double by Peoria. Double by Andy Rodriguez. Gets the run in on a walk by Sawinski. Huge. Our starting catcher turned into a demon. Jared Jones is in trouble. They get a run in. 2-1 now. Let's see if we can add on insurance. Oh yeah, we do. That's a 2-run home run for Sawinski. We needed that from him. And now let's see if Jared Jones can calm down. 4-1. 4-1 still. Probably one more inning out of him. Yep. Okay. So we're going to bring in Luis Hill. And we hit a home run. Who hit the home run? It was Colby Mayo. Colby Mayo. Let's go. We'll go with Hill. He's in trouble. He doesn't give up a run, though. We're going to bring in Bradish. Maybe he can give us like 2 innings. Oh, we're going to go Hill again. He gets through it. And now we're going to try to get Bradish in here. We're at 5 now. We're going to get Bradish in. Hopefully he can go the remainder of the game, save our bullpen a little bit. He's in trouble, though. They don't score. We're putting up extra runs. It's 6-1. We're going to get somebody warm just in case. Birdsong. And Bradish gives us a home run, and now he's getting fatigued. So we're going to keep him going. 0-2 count now. and it's in there, strike 3. So the Pirates take game 3 with Jared Jones on the mound. He goes 5, does a good job of limiting damage, and then our bullpen goes 4 with 2 pitchers, so that's huge. We save our bullpen for this game. This possible clincher with Hagen Smith on the mound. And with Liberatore going, I think we do that because Liberatore 2.6 WAR, but he's not the greatest pitcher. You know, he's not their best pitcher. 4.4 FIP, decent year, just in the aggregate. So I think we go Hagen Smith here. He's ready to go. We're doing it. We're going Hagen Smith, and then Jordan Hicks will be ready to come in if he gets in trouble. Lefty on the mound. Piora. We go Tamar Johnson. Let's do this. What am I doing? Boom. Piora, Witt, Kobe Mayo, Sawinski, Foskey. We're going Davis. Boom. Henry Davis. Mayo, Sawinski. We're going to bat 5th. Curta's in. We're not doing that. We're going Andy Rodriguez, keeping our guy in there. And then we're going to keep McRae in, but he's in the bat 9th, even though we have double lefty at the bottom and then top. Doesn't matter. We can pinch hit for McRae. All right, let's win this game and move on to the NLCS. Let's see. We're striking. We scored 3. What was it? It was a walk, a single, reach on air, a walk, and then a fielder's choice got a run in, and that was all 3. So nice. It was a single by Rodriguez who got the first runner in. Huge. Hagen Smith in the game. Love to have one of our aces on the mound here. Had the best year. And we score another run. 54 pitches for Hagen. He's dealing. He's in trouble though. We're going to get somebody up. Moran, Hunter Green. We go mound visit and go batter by batter here. 3-2 count to Wilmer Flores. Ball 4. That's not good. So, Nolan Gorman's up. I think we try to get the first strike and then bring in Moran. Strike 1. Bring in Moran to get this double play or go, double play because we can give up a runner here. 1-2 count to Gorman. Strike 3, that's huge. And now we can go for another double play, even though it's a righty up. But we're going to trust Moran to get this ground ball. 2-2 count. Strike 3. Moran comes in, gets the righty out. Now they pinch hit a righty. 388 slug on the year. We don't care about this. Bases loaded though. He is the leading runner. Bouncer left side. Witt can't make the play. It's a single. It is going to be a 2-run single for Gomez. Comes in, gets the job done. Now we're going Hunter Green. See if he gets out of it. He does. We're going to leave him in the game. He gets out of that. And now we're going to go with Domingo Santana. Still up 1. So not really carrying that much. Need another run though. I don't know why I betted Andy Rodriguez 7th, but that's on me. Should have moved him up to 5th with Sawinski 6th, Mayo 7th or something, but that's okay. They have a righty in. We can keep McRae in. Mason Miller's a warming, and we're threatening. Let's see what happens here. We don't score, so now we got to have Mason Miller go in with a 1-run game, and he gets it done. The Pittsburgh Pirates advance to the National League Championship Series. Let's do it. Hagen Smith wasn't great, but the 2 runs added on were the pinch hit single by Gomez. So he did as well as he could. 76 pitches. Moran came in, actually did a good job. Hunter Green, good. Santana, great. Miller struck out the side in the 9th. So huge series there. We move on to the NLCS. And let's see. Let's see who else moved on. Oh, posted players. No, not worth it. Pittsburgh advances. Minnesota advances. And it looks like, yep, we are either playing the Nationals or the Mets. So let's sim. It's Twins, Tigers, and the ALCS.
That's pretty cool. 2 AL Central teams, and then it's going to be um, the Nationals. Wow. So we have to face James Wood, who had 44 home runs. Just an incredible year. That'll be fun. He hasn't signed an extension yet. Luis Garcia had a phenomenal year, 129 WRC plus after three. It's his third 20 home run season in a row. He's been a great player. This looks like a pretty good contract. 27 years old. Jimenez, pretty decent center fielder, good base runner too. 72 WRC plus. Don't know why he's batting second. Really good center fielder. James Wood, phenomenal. They got some fast guys at the top. Got to be wary about that. Brady House came up and has been really good. My goodness. Not the best. He's playing third base. He's not the best third baseman, but he's not terrible. So good for him. He's been really good. Morales came up 26 years old. Been with them for 4 years now. Been a pretty good hitter. 22 home runs last year, 24 this year. That'll get the job done. And they have Ruiz, 1.6 WAR. Tommy White came up. He was their fifth overall pick in 2024. He's been up since last year and put up a 99 WRC plus last year, 92 this year. 20 home runs though each, so not too bad there. See DH and playing first base, so tough there. Estrada not hitting so well overall, but had a 115 WRC plus with the Nats. He's on a minimum deal. He was traded for a couple prospects mid-year, so good for him. Going to a playoff team. Armando Cruz, really good shortstop. Look at that, 75 infield range. Yeah, he was already with the club in 2021, so hit enough, kind of like Nasim Nunez. That's why they traded him, I guess, to us. 15 runs, zone rating, unbelievable. They have Gavin Stone. They claimed off waivers from the Dodgers, and he's been pretty good. Really good run prevention compared to his FIP and everything. But good addition there. This guy, Brandon, 2.2 F4, 3.6 R WAR. I think their defense really carries them. Cavalli, who hasn't pitched yet, was just out, yeah, pretty much 8 months and is coming back just for the playoffs. So we'll see how he does. Last year, 139, 1.8 WAR, so should be interesting there. Bowden Francis, decent. Their defense has got to be incredible. 8th in zone rating, 15th in errors. Wow. So they're just getting pretty lucky, I guess. 94 wins, 3rd in runs scored, 9th in runs against. So their bullpen is really good. Their starters, I guess, were just not as good. This guy, really good. Selfish, but 2.3 WAR, 42 saves, led the league. Casey Mize, struck out enough guys, but had a bad peripherals overall. Interesting. He's their like setup guy. Quinn Priester, who was actually a Rule 5 pick from us, has been horrible. No idea why these two guys are their setup guys. But Odon, Jorge Lopez is there, Montero. Rafael Montero is a pretty good reliever in real life if he gets put into the bullpen. Ashcraft and Chrismat. So, if they have any injuries, Espino got hurt. He pitched a little bit this year, wasn't good. So, he was claimed off waivers from Cleveland. Man, he's fallen off. But overall, pretty good team here. It's going to be a fun series. Uh, let's see, anything going on? How are injuries looking? No one's hurt except Bednar, so gonna keep the same rotation. Jordan Hicks hasn't pitched yet. We're gonna see if we can go Paul Skeens and then Hagen Smith. Looks like we can. So we'll go Paul Skeens, Hagen Smith, Jared Jones, Jordan Hicks. Sounds good to me. We can use Jordan Hicks or Bayo out of the pen. Either one. We can't use both because then we need them for the series. It is a 7-game series, so that'll do it for this episode. NLCS coming up next episode. Thank you for watching. See you next time.